Hey guys, this is Roasted Ink from Creative Creation, and welcome to our new series, A Mind is a Terrible Thing to Waste. In this series, we're going to be picking out different worlds that people have abandoned. Everyone has that first couple of Minecraft worlds that they never really went back to or finished building on. Lots of memories and stories with friends. So we're going to start out today by showing you a world that I built with my friends Lord of God, I Kill You For Sure, at the time, WHU Silencer, I think it's now Silencer Con, Verbalocity, a bunch of other people. There was a lot to cover in here, so I'm going to start at the spawn point here, which is this ugly netherrack structure. This was built to troll people because they would normally spawn inside of the netherrack. And what we did was we made it kind of look like the nether. There wasn't water here. Somebody exploded something, I believe, at some point. It was all enclosed, and the exits out were really tricky to get to. So it would look like a room in the nether, and we put a nether portal in here so people would be like, oh, I spawned in the nether, I'm gonna go back out, and then they'd end up in the real nether. So that was just some trolly thing that we did there. This world doesn't look like much now, but I promise you, there's stuff here. There's a minecart rail that goes this way, and if you follow it from the spawn, there's a little launch pad there that we were messing around with. This building up here is the very first thing that I built in this world, and this world started out as being called legit, meaning back at the time there was no creative mode, and we had been using the duplication glitch a lot, and we were trying to do this without using any duplication glitch, hence the name of the world. We eventually actually did use the duplication glitch, but it started out legit, and this house was all built from mined materials and chopped down trees. And the doors are messed up, as you can see, because of the updates. They messed with them a little bit. Front entryway, we tried to use blocks that were a little bit different. Glass ceiling. Let's see, we have Lord's room over here, Lord's Dominion. And he has a little balcony out here. Usually I had a piece of cake sitting up here, and you'll see the Pantheon in the background, and we'll get to that. Out here is where we mined all the trees. Oh wait, let me go upstairs. There are a lot of paintings in here, and when you first spawn in, the first thing you'll see in this world are the paintings floating in the sky. We used a lot of colored blocks for pixel art and such, so made color-coded chests to put the wool blocks in so that we would know what's in what. This is our little inventory room, and that's bizarre looking. I never even realized that... Okay, there's stuff in there. That we had things in the floor. But at the time, chests were flush with the floor, so it didn't make such a divot right there. And you didn't, hop down, walking through, dyes, wools, decor, all that happy, fun stuff that you do in survival. I don't know what this lever does, and I'm not going to touch it. I have a feeling somebody, namely Lord of God, was trolling. I don't know. Out back... There's a pixel art that Lord of God started and didn't finish, and someone came in and finished it, and I cannot remember what their gamer tag was. I wish I could remember. I'll have to get it from one of my friends. There's a troll over there, a very inappropriate boob troll, as we called him. Over here, we have a fountain that Lord of God built. He built all of these statues over here. The skeleton's my favorite. Super cute. The creeper, the zombie, the dog, little rock-on symbol with a hand. He built this ice machine thing that I think it makes it move one up when you hit the lever, but I think it's too tall at this point, or it stopped working. Have a nice dump. Lord thought he would be cute to build a bathroom with a flushing toilet. Let's see if I can get the switch without my cursor. Yep, it flushes. This is the Pantheon that I built, and this is when we started using the duplication glitch, because there is no way we would have mined all of that iron in survival. I was kind of a doofus because I built this really close to the back edge of the map, so I couldn't finish it, and put Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed as the back wall as a pixel art, and that was done in survival. All of this was done in survival, although we did use the glitch to get those iron blocks. We tried to make the floor as close to possible as the real Pantheon, and there were so many times that we would just have scaffolding. This whole thing was filled with scaffolding, which you're probably well familiar with if you've ever built in survival, built a large build and you need those steps to get up. But constantly we'd be building in here. Blood Rose was in here. Her name was Shefki at the time, or that's her last name. But she would be building these putting glowstone up in the ceiling, which we eventually eliminated, and Lord would constantly just climb up to her, knock her off the side, set her on fire. He'd constantly be killing people in the world. This is an example of that. He built me a grave. I built this way to get up to the top, and I was following him on the ladder, and he just, like, turned around and knocked me off the ladder and killed me. He was always doing stuff like that. It was really funny. Annoying, but funny. This is our first quote-unquote inventory room. This is just where we kept all the blocks that we were duplicating. And there are some underground things and places that I'm not going to go over with in this video, because you should explore it and find them for yourself. This is Lord's temple, and it was always a thing that he would have to sit on the throne before anyone could visit this temple. And it's too bad he's not here right now, because he would be racing ahead just to sit on the throne as a king. Let me try and open this without my cursor. It's not. There we go. And he loves purple, especially purple and black, so he did all this. There's the throne ahead of us. I have no idea. Check out the face on the ceiling. I have no idea what he did with... There was a secret entrance to get downstairs in this, and I don't know where it went. Like, it disappeared. I think he hid it better. Maybe you guys can download this map and figure it out for yourself, but there is a downstairs area with, like, a little pool and stuff. It's kind of like the opposite of what you see in here. Over here, and you'll see that giant rail in the sky. We used to have, like, the rail for the achievement, but I eliminated it because all of us got the achievement, and then we eventually switched to creative anyway. Over here, this is Lord's castle. This floating lava lantern lamppost things, and those are awesome. I really like them. This is the large castle here, and Lord went ahead and built a scale model, as you see here, and it kind of mimics the inside too, especially the entrance, because there is a big pool of water in there surrounded by columns. I thought that was pretty cute. He was lazy and didn't want to do the domes for this, and because I did the dome for the Pantheon, and it took me 11 days or so, he had me build the domes for this. But this is mostly his doing, except for the domes. You have this room in here with the columns. I believe he designed this off of a Disturbed album cover. The whole design of the castle, the exterior anyway. When he first built this pool, it was a major squid spawn area, and they stopped spawning in here since different updates went through, but we would usually have like 8 to 12 squid just hopping around in there. Lava fountain that he made, that's part of the dome. I have a wing over here, that's my bedroom. Over there is Silencer's bedroom. And back here is purple and black again. This is Lord's wing over here. There was a point we were working on the back part of this castle, this little inventory room, and Lord had at least 10 dogs in this room over here. And our friend Arcane Tempest came in, and Lord aggravated him to the point of him having to, like, strike him. And as soon as he hit him, he knew that, like, his dogs would attack Tempest, so they did. He got attacked by 10 dogs. He died, like, almost instantly. And so Lord and I were back here working on everything, and Tempest was still in the game, but he was being really quiet. So the next day, when we went to play on this map, we went to the main entrance, and there's a lever over here that opens and closes the door. We went to open it, and the entrance blew up. Tempest was busy putting redstone and TNT underneath the floor as a little, like, act of revenge for Lord of God, which is pretty awesome. We were really startled and a little bit bummed that it got blown up, but all in all, it was really funny. We ended up laughing. This is our main inventory room over here. And this is the incinerator. You just toss your stuff on top of the trapdoor, pull the switch, and it falls down into the lava. All of our different things over here. I will have to show you this because I don't know how easy it'll be to figure out on your own. This is our vault, and this is what we use to place things that we didn't have many left of that we wanted to duplicate later. So it's pretty much a two-man operation, but I think I can get in there without another person. It's tricky. I have to, like, aim at the button, and then I don't even know if I can do this. Okay, just going to tell you how it works. One person goes over here and hits the button. Ooh, I got in. Okay, the other person gets into the minecart when that little block opens in the wall over there. And you can hit that to open it from the inside so the other person can get back in, but you have to make sure the minecart's right there. This is a combination lock that Lord of God made for our vault. So the combination, and I'm telling you this, is this one in the middle on the bottom, and the one on the right on the top. And then this wall, it's on a delay, will open. Come on, don't disappoint me. There we go. And this was the vault we made out of obsidian so that it couldn't get blown up or anything. It's just got random items that they were the last of its kind and we wanted to duplicate them, which you really can't do that anymore. It was back in the day when you could duplicate with furnaces and dispensers. And now you can, I think, only duplicate things that can be broken down into bars and such. Like, that's how you get out, by the way. You just close it behind you and nobody knows. Like iron bars and diamonds and stuff like that. Oh, before I get to that massive amount of scary pixel art that we have, this is an area that used to be a big mountain, and Lord worked on all this landscaping to make it very nice for Silencer to have a view out of her bedroom window. And you can see in here, she's got a face on her floor in there too. I forgot to go in there and show you guys that. This used to not be frozen also, which I'm kind of bummed out that once the updates went through, everything got turned into winter over here. But yeah, this is the area he landscaped for her. This is our scary pixel art area. We have, let's see, 2 different kinds of skulls. Lord and I worked on this together. There's an eagle or some kind of a bird right there. I covered it in fire because it kept getting snowed on and it didn't look right, so I just set it on fire because it was made out of netherrack anyway. Lord's scream face. We've got The Shining, The Exorcist, and Silence of the Lambs over here. Oh, it's raining. And this little thing right here, the mushroom, the one us doing, he said he builds it in almost every world that he visits, so it's there. Over here, and I'm sorry to give this to you guys, this is an unfinished pixel art that I started ages ago, and it was going to be, the border was going to look like a TV. Like, I was going to put buttons on it, and the screen was going to be the scene from the movie The Ring, where the girl, I forget her name, Samara, is out of the well and crawling through the TV screen. So I was going to have a 3D version of her with her hands on this ground over here coming out of the screen for the pixel art, and that would have been awesome, but I never finished the pixel art, so you guys can destroy it or do whatever you want. This area here was all mountain, and I had to clear that out. It took forever. And Silencer is Miss Destruction Queen. She goes super happy with TNT and destroying things. So I forget what her name. What did she call herself? I'll show you guys. She has a sign up that says what she was called. This is my Gingerbread Village that I did for a Reddit weekly build contest, and I think I won it. It's actually unfinished, too. If you look at the backs, I didn't get to finish the backs or the interiors of this, so you can add on to these. This also looks really good in the fantasy texture pack, but the rest of the world doesn't. The village looks great in fantasy, but the Pantheon looks terrible because all of the iron blocks that look like semi-smooth and white, they're kind of grainy, I guess you would call them. But yeah, that's the village. Originally over here we had a smaller other type of village, like just small houses, and I had built I Kill You For Sure a birthday cake, I think, right in this spot right here, on her birthday, and I made like note blocks that played Happy Birthday, and when instead of blowing out the candles, she got to pull a switch and blow up the cake with TNT, so that was pretty fun. Like, it was her real life birthday, so we did that for her. Back here, and this, oh my gosh, this is a story. This is Verbalocity's house. He was all proud of his house, and he wanted to make it all about the view. And we were we were in a party with him one day, and he meant to tell us, did you know there's a town in America called Myanus? And instead of saying that, he said, there's a town in Myanus. So, of course, me and Lord, being the childish people that we are, laughed like crazy. It was hilarious, and Lord ruined Verbal's view with this sign. So the jokes never stopped after that. It was like, my anus is floating, my anus is glowing. There's a lot of sand around my anus. Like, the sign was always just my anus, and it was hilarious. Very childish, but funny. And it's sad. Verbal kind of, like, got sidetracked and went to different games. He plays a lot of different games, but, he does stop by once in a blue moon. And let's see. Have I gone over everything in this world? I may have. Well, not everything. I'm not going to show you guys everything. But I will show you underneath the Pantheon real quick, because I forgot to go over that. And that'll have Silencer's title in it, because she did a lot of the blasting underneath this thing to make it happen. Oh, I forgot to go over this too. This right here is like a statue. It's not a statue, it was actually a natural land formation, and I call it the Sleepwalking Giant, because it just looks exactly like that. The original name of this seed was Don Quixote. I typed that in randomly with a capital D and a capital Q. However, the seed doesn't exist anymore since all the updates went through. It does not look like this at all. You won't find that formation. It's something completely different. And that's sad, because I'd like to build a world on here again. I kill you for sure. Put this little high underneath. Oh. I won't tell you where it is, but you'll probably find it in this area. There is a hidden entrance. Not entrance, but there's a hidden chest where you will find some TNT. And I won't show you where that is. It'll be up to you to find, just in case your friends, if you download this, visit and they get a hold of your TNT. You can take a peek for that for yourself. I don't know what that is with the redstone. What in the world? Let's see what it does. Absolutely nothing! There you go. I'm gonna head back to the Pantheon and show you guys. I think, Meanie Fly Kid built those, but I'm not positive. He was in my world when those appeared with the same person who finished that pixel art, who I still can't remember. But over here, in front of the Pantheon, you'll see a hole in the ground, and if you just drop through, you can rebuild the ladder if you want. There was a ladder going up and down, and I can't begin to tell you how many times we died going up and down the ladder. We started to build like an Assassin's Creed headquarters, or it was actually a headquarters for our clan at the time, WHU, which, none of us are in anymore. But we didn't even finish the back tower or anything. Here we go, Silencer's area over here. These are the coordinates to how big we wanted it to be. We wanted this whole underground to bedrock to be underneath the Pantheon, completely. WHU Silencer, Boob Troll founder, Scaffolding CEO, Demolition Overlord. That's the term I was looking for. That's who she is. Killed in action 39 times, meaning she died 39 times under here, either by Lord's hands or her own, blowing herself up with TNT. She let loose many a curse word in this area because she was constantly getting killed. That number, by the way, is not accurate. It's easily in the 40s or 50s. She just, it wasn't updated. My friend Karma came in here and built this sign that says roasted in the back. I don't know why everybody has to build a sign that says roasted when they come into our worlds, but that's cool. Like I said, you'll probably need a ladder coming down here if you want to add on to that building, whatever. Have I gotten all the stories, everything in here? I think so. We did something very messed up and childish with this dog, which is gone now. I won't even go into that. Let's see. Yeah, this rail right here will take you over by the castle, like you saw earlier. It says A-hole beach because there was somebody in our clan that we called that all the time, because he was, but it was in a funny way. And there was a sign that actually said that down there, which isn't there anymore because we wanted to make a nice view. This is Blood Rose's or Shefki's house, which originally was the ugliest thing in the world, and Lord and I told her that, and we all revamped it. It was, I think, pink and magenta or something like that. It looks so bad. So bad, but I am the type of person who doesn't beat around the bush when telling someone. I mean, I don't even sugarcoat it. I was just like, Shefki, this looks awful. I'm not too nice to not say anything, so I just told her. In this world, aside from everything you've seen, there are several big mines and caverns. You'll find areas where we tried to make slime farms and failed. We actually did find the slimes underneath the Pantheon in that area we blasted out. It turned out, like it started out actually as an area that Lord was trolling us with, and he just put a whole bunch of TNT in front of the Pantheon on the grass at the time and detonated it, and it went all the way to bedrock. So we covered it up with a layer of grass, and when I turned on the slime finder, it turned out that we were like 10 blocks away this way from finding slimes, and there were so many slimes down there. So anyone who plays this in survival, you'll really find it useful down there. There were so many that when I turned it back to creative and peaceful, they were still spawning in, and I was lagging in my own world. I was the only one there. I mean, it was crazy down there. We never needed slimes again. It worked out really beautifully. But yeah, this is pretty much the rest of the world. There's another mine that we made a slime farm in that we actually ended up decorating, and there's a wall that shoots flaming arrows out of it if you want to check that out. You'll have to find it, though. I'm not going to tell you where it is. There's quite a few things that you'll find in here that we didn't finish, and hopefully you'll have fun finishing them. Stay tuned for more worlds. I hope you want to, if you have worlds you want to download, please let us know, and we'll try and feature it on our channel and get other people to download it. It's really good to do this if you're like lacking inspiration, or you're bored in Minecraft and don't have anything to do, or you can't think of anything to do, kind of like miner's block, I guess you would call it. Just download a world that hasn't been finished, and you can continue on it, use it as your inspiration and motivation to do something else. So from all of us at Creative Creation, happy building, and don't forget to think outside the blocks.